What's up, guys? Delta here. I hope you guys enjoyed the little guitar playing I just did right there. I am learning to play guitar, so I thought maybe it would be interesting to play a little bit for like an intro, like a video. I kind of got the idea from this one podcast I watched. Like, they basically sing songs before they get into the actual podcast, and I think it's pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think of that. I enjoyed doing it. Obviously, I just picked up guitar. I'm really bad at it, so I kind of want to just like record my progress a little bit. I know these are supposed to be Division videos, but I think maybe it could be interesting, like a little channel branding or something like that. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. But yeah, so we have some interesting Division news to talk about. And I really have to thank Epic Slayers for this news. His video brought this to my attention, so I have him to thank for that. I've been gearing up for college, and my days have been pretty jam-packed, but I finally have some time to sit down and make this video. So guys, before we get into it, I wanted to say thank you so much for the incredible support my Division videos have been getting recently. I really appreciate all the nice comments and overall support this community has shown to me as a new content creator in the space. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider liking and subscribing, as it really helps me out. And without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get right into it. Alrighty guys, so today isn't going to be all doom and gloom as it has been while waiting for the new content to drop. I'll say that we seem to be getting a bit closer to the release of Heartland or the Division 2's new content. We're not totally sure which is which, of course, but that's super exciting. So anyways, Rogue Gold pointed out that the last seasonal event for the Division 2's Season 4 rerun End of Watch, where we hunt down Fei Lao, is a global event that starts on November 23rd of this year. And as we know from prior experience, global events last for a week. I think that the seasonal loop showing an end date that is 22 weeks into the future is inaccurate. So just a little update, it was confirmed on Twitter that the 22-week season is not inaccurate, and that's what they meant to do. I'll talk more about that later in the video. Regardless, Ubisoft put out a seasonal sort of calendar with the events that we can expect to see. It shows that the last content drop of the season is ending, or comes out on November 23rd, so that would lend itself to there being new content after that. I know the season, saying 22 weeks, will put the end date of the season at around February, or Valentine's Day, I think, as stated in other videos that are kind of talking about this topic. But either way, this is going to be a favorable outcome for the community, as I think that we will be getting either Heartland or the Division 2's new content sometime before the end of the season, after the last global event, which ends on like December 1st or November 30th, somewhere around that window. One thing I do want to know, though, is what would you guys rather see first? Would you rather see the Division 2 put out new content, or the release of the Division Heartland? I can't decide which I'd rather see first. I'm rather curious to see how the community will react to this question. Let me know down in the comment section below which would you rather get your hands on first. Later in the video, I'm going to discuss my prediction on what we will see, but in the meantime, feel free to reach out to me with your predictions as well. Guys, isn't this exciting? I feel like kind of like a detective going through these documents and statements to try and piece together a launch window and a prediction for when we will see something. To me, that's pretty cool. Alrighty guys, moving on to what I think we will see first. Based on the ending of the seasonal rerun of Season 4 End of Watch, as well as the suspected bug showing 22 weeks, which, came out, and that was actually what they meant to do, this got me thinking about staggering release dates and how to funnel players from one game to the other. So we know that the Division Heartland will be free, and the lack of a paywall barrier is certainly enticing for many new players and people who may not have picked up the game previously. I don't know if this is a cynical thought, but a lot of my college education as an econ major, or economics, has focused on profit maximization and what firms will do in order to make profit. So what if I think is happening is true? We may be witnessing a calculated revival of the Division franchise, one that will make the most money for Ubisoft. My thought is that Heartland will release at the end of Season 4, and that will make the most sense since Ubisoft will be tapping an almost limitless amount of people. And when I say the end of Season 4, I mean in December. because they will be able to capture the most amount of people during the holiday season. Heartland's release will get people talking about the Division franchise, which is good for us as a community. We have confirmation on Twitter from the developers and Yannick that the teams are working hard on the new content, so naturally that would lend itself to Ubisoft controlling the news flow, and as the corporate umbrella, Ubisoft has control over release dates. So back to Heartland, it will come out in the holiday period as the free-to-play offering to the Division universe that will essentially get people talking about Ubisoft and the Division and getting a lot of attention on the games and new players interacting with the universe. Where I think this makes sense is that the general consensus is that the Division 2 expansion will be paid. Ubisoft stands to make exponentially more off the Division 2's new paid content post-Heartland release, simply for the fact that there are more eyes on the game and more people will be willing to pay for a game they had a good time on in the form of Heartland, which will in turn funnel players into the Division 2 and will make them more likely to purchase new content. I don't really know if that's cynical, but it's certainly something that would make a lot of sense. With this in mind, the 22-week season timer for the Division 2 may not be inaccurate after all, seeing as that would give time for people to interact with Heartland and then buy new content once they've, either maybe had their fill and had enough time to hang out with Heartland and see what they want to do with it. So with Ubisoft's track record of being a publisher in the AAA gaming market, it would not surprise me that this is the long-term goal of the Division Heartland, and honestly the sole reason for the existence of the game, for it to be a stepping stone into paid content. Don't get me wrong, I'm still excited for the Division Heartland. I'm just trying to come up with why the release and why what's happening is happening, and why the release may be in that period. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I really want to hear your thoughts on this. Does it make sense that Heartland is a means to an end? Obviously, video games are the product that we're being sold, but do you think that the order of releases lends itself to increasing profits? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Anyways, guys, that's all from me. If you enjoyed the video or found it interesting, please let me know by hitting the like button and maybe consider subscribing for more content just like this. I make similar videos to this pretty much on a regular basis, and I try to do it weekly, but with school coming, I need to see how my schedule will work out. Anyways, guys, if you have any questions or you want to hear my thoughts on anything, let me know by commenting or sending me a message on Instagram or Twitter. Alrighty, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Delta out. Peace.